I think I need to go shopping. I haven't gone shopping in a long time. So the good news is I found someone to go with me. The bad news is JD tricked me. While we're there, let's talk about our budget. I'm gonna punch you in the face. JD's showing me how an Idaho boy picks potatoes. He closes his eyes and he just grabs the bag. How much do you spend a month on clothes? Hello world! Today is Saturday and it has been one of the best Saturdays in a long time. We were supposed to be going to California for my cousin's wedding. So sad that I can't be there to support her and love her. It's my last cousin on my groom side of my family to get married. But because it did not end up working out, we had a weekend where we literally had nothing. Nothing! That never happens. Literally when we planned, I remember in the end of August being like, okay, we have 2 free weekends between now and Christmas. I am just thrilled that we added this one. So actually another one we have is next weekend. So 2 weekends in a row of getting stuff done. We cleaned out the van. It was a beautiful day, 75 degrees. Went and got it washed and vacuumed out. GD got the garage so that he could park the truck in it again. I unpacked all the crap he brought in from the car, you know? It's just been such a good morning. So we got a lot of things done. Not very glamorous, but things we needed done. I showered, Rocky's taking a nap, and so we are ready to now start the fun part of the day. It is 4:10 and I think I need to go shopping. I haven't gone shopping in a long time. No, we are gonna do Thanksgiving with JD's family, and I need to go to Costco to get potatoes. I'm in charge of potatoes and I'm picking up a veggie tray. So I need to go over to Costco and get that. I've got some returns at Old Navy and I want to get my neighbor's Christmas gifts. Let me show you guys what I got. I just walked down the stairs in the garage. I'm so sore. Oh my gosh, from that mountain yesterday. I woke up this morning and went to the gym and I didn't feel sore. I was like, wow, I handled that mountain really well. And now I'm like, oh, Mama, I need a hot tub. I need a hot tub. It hurts so bad. So there's a store called Seagull Book and it has a lot of like things about Christ in the book, but they also have a really cute home line, their beehive line. And so these were only $5.99 for 5 Christmas towels. And they're like really cute towels. Look how cute that is. That is so cute. And then I'm hoping to go grab soaps. I did soaps last year. Well, that's a lie. I did a lot of different things last year. I did like 10 of each. This year I just want to do like one thing. Instead of doing donuts for 10 people and soaps for 10 people. And it's hard because there's so many people I love that I want to feel included, like as far as our neighborhood goes. There's church friends, there's bunco friends, there's close friends, there's friends from JD's old work, there's friends from where we used to live, like so many people nearby I want to feel loved because we love each of one of them. So it's hard to feel like I can get enough done. So in the past I've done Bath and Body Works soaps, but those are kind of expensive when you're doing like 30, 40 families. So I thought I would do these towels, and then Michael's has really cute soaps for $1. So I'm crossing my fingers I'm gonna go over there today and hopefully pick up like 20 soaps and get these done early. Like early. And I also want to order my Christmas card soon. That would be awesome, right? So anyways, I got these towels. I'm gonna wrap the towel around a soap with a cute ribbon. That is the goal. That is what I'm imagining right now. But as we know, things change like as quickly as I have to change Rocky's diapers, so it's fine. So the good news is I found someone to go with me. JD really wants to go. None of the kids do. So we asked our cute little neighbor and she's gonna come play with the other kids for like a couple hours while we just hurry and run our errands. Probably better than bringing 4 kids into Costco, definitely. But the bad news is JD tricked me. He straight up tricked me. He's like, hey, after we're done running our errands, you wanna go to dinner? I'm like, yes. And he's like, okay, great. And while we're there, let's talk about our budget. Like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. So, yeah, he tricked me.
What?
He tricked me.
I'm so smart.
So smart. So somewhere along the way in our early years of marriage, the word budget became like a 4-letter word that I like hate. When in reality, I'm like, oh, you don't want to talk about a budget either.
Nobody wants to budget.
You guys, budgeting is not bad. Like, if I want to have a budget for eating out, I can. It doesn't mean I can't do things. It just means I need to be aware of what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. We're off. We're on our way. The kids are so thrilled to be playing. I feel like I don't need a break yet though for a moment. I'm like, guys, just come to Costco with us. And they're like, we don't want to go. So I'm like, okay, well.
We'll make a fun date out of it.
Normally we save date nights for when we haven't been out of the country for a week, but we're just gonna hurry and zip on over to Costco and apparently discuss our budget.
Over food.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, but does that make it better?
Oh, it makes it so much better.
You guys tell me, how do you budget? I want to know actually in general, how many of you guys budget?
Or if there's programs that they use.
What programs do you use? That's a good point. What programs do you use? Do you feel like budget is a 4-letter word like I do? Why?
4-letter word.
Why? I don't know why. Because early on, Mr. Accountant in our marriage is like wanting to save every penny when we don't have a lot. And I just wasn't used to that. Is that why?
Maybe.
Or maybe it's because he spoiled me rotten when we were dating, and then all of a sudden, and then it was like, bam! And I was like, whoa!
We were broke college kids.
I know we were. I regret nothing. I regret
it all worked
nothing.
Out. It worked out great.
It did. So we are on our way to eat somewhere too. We're gonna figure that out. But first, Costco to get a box of potatoes for tomorrow's Thanksgiving dinner. If anybody's missing a loved one, I know where they're at. Costco in Riverdale. Holy smokes. Everybody and their dog is here. It closes in 14 minutes. And every parking spot is like jam-packed. Oh, there's one right there. It's the most happiest place in the town. I can't go that low. That was close though. Is that good?
Yeah.
In another life, I bet I was a professional singer. JD's trying to convince me we need a new TV. Because it's not like, we always need a new TV. It's been a solid 6 months since you got a new TV. Is that what you want for Christmas? Actually, you guys, guess what JD wants for Christmas? You want to tell him? He wants
Laser
to get
beams.
LASIK.
Lasers in my eyes.
JD's showing me how an Idaho boy picks potatoes. He closes his eyes and he just grabs a bag.
My weights.
All right, go ahead. I'll just enjoy the view. We did it! 6 minutes to spare. It only took us like 11 minutes. What's the math there? To get in and out of that store. Never have I been in Costco so quickly. I kind of feel sad. Think of all the sales I just missed. So we now have to decide where to go to eat. But first I wanted to tell you the cutest story. Over JD's super loud cart. So we're standing in line and the store makes an L. And we would be in like the corner of the L. And there's this little old couple and they're on their phones trying to find each other. And I had noticed her earlier when I was looking for pretzels for Palmer. And so I had heard her trying to find him. Anyway, so then when I saw him later, I was like, oh, I bet that's the guy that she's looking for. So then we're standing in line and I can see her right here on the phone. And she's like, no, I'm by the pharmaceutical. And I can see him right here and he's like, no, I'm by the pharmaceutical. And they can't hear each other because they're a little bit older and so maybe like a little more hard of hearing. They're literally like 10 feet apart. And JD and I are in the line that intersects them. So JD's like, hey, he's right there. Hey, she's right there. And he can't get either of their attention. So he goes over and taps the lady. It was so sweet of him. I probably would have been like, oh, they'll find each other eventually. But this Prince Charming, he made sure that they were reconnected.
I made sure that they were a match made in heaven.
It was so cute. Like, no, I'm in the pharmaceutical. We figured out where we're eating. A local place called Hug Hess. It is one of our favorites. It's private. It's great. So we were sitting here talking about the budget, and you guys, I hate so much
She's got
He's like-
anxiety.
He's like, how much do you spend a month on clothes? And like, he's just not liking any of the answers, but it's fine. We're gonna be, I told him we'll do like a realistic one, like, this is me living comfortably, this is me living frugally. So we'll do both and we'll kind of see like, so right now I'm giving him all the real answers and he about died when he heard how much I spend on like birthday parties for our kids' friends. He's like, how much do we need to put a month aside for birthdays? And I'm like, well, like, for our birthdays, but then like think of all the nieces and nephews and siblings and like anytime my friend has a birthday I pick them up this or that, or like It adds up fast. This is why I didn't want to play this game. So you guys know that Jay is an accountant by trade. So before he had his own business that was successful enough to provide for our family, he used to work as an accountant for hedge fund management. So he's over here like really digging the spreadsheet. Oh, sweet potato fries. Oh my goodness, we've gone off the deep end. We have to start eating healthy like Monday, okay? Okay. So good. So we didn't get done, but it is 8 o'clock and it is time for Rocky to go to bed. So I'm just feeling like I was just sitting there silently. I didn't even bring my phone. I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, we just need to go. I need to go take care of my baby. So we're gonna go home, turn on a movie after we get the kids to bed, and finish up the budget. So you guys, budgeting, not my favorite. How do you feel about it? I want to know. Here's the thing that I think is important to take away from this. Just because it's not my favorite doesn't mean we shouldn't do it.
Just because it's uncomfortable.
Just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean you shouldn't do something. And that we all have room to grow. For a while there, when we were trying to get into this house, we were so good with our budget. And now I feel like since moving is in our future, not saying it's anytime soon, but since eventually we want to build up on our property in Idaho, it's like, okay, maybe we need to start living within a budget again. Dun, dun, dun. All right, you guys, thank you for being here. We love you.
Thanks, guys.
We're glad you're here. Also, have you noticed? Sorry, I said I was leaving and I'm not. Have you noticed we've gone to everyday posting?
What?
We were at like 4 days a week. What? We have gone to everyday. So if you haven't noticed, check us out every day at 6:15. Turn on notifications.
Mountain Standard Time.
That is true. Probably many of you are not Mountain Standard
Yeah,
Time.
hit the notification, then you just know every time we post.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, now this time I really am going. Love you all. Thanks
Bye,
for being
guys.
here. We'll see you later.
Peace out, dudes.